Hello, Western New York. It's a nice day. Birds are chirping and all that. Looking at some lilacs, lovely whites, and the nice purples. Yeah. Well, went around taking a look at the local nurseries, you know. Looking at their plants. And the old, boy, I wish I had that. I wish I had that. Wish I had those. I would like some of those. You know, that sort of thing. And, well, let's see here. Yeah, I went around to a couple that I go to quite often. Yeah, these roses are coming along nicely, you know. Especially the new sprouts, you know, that are popping up. Looking at my blueberries, most of the flowers are gone. I just hope at least a few of them have been pollinated, you know. At least on that plant, anyways. This one, okay, we still got some flowers down in here, some more over in here, a couple over in there. This one, let's see here. Let's get rid of that dandelion. Got some leaves, some nice flowers, you know. We're gonna need to take a pair of scissors and snip the grass around them. I see most of them. My blueberries look like they're doing good. You know, nice collection of flowers on this. Some more on this one, you know. Now these are doing good. Now some of these are more later, the others are more earlier. Not sure about my pink lemonades. I don't know if there was any fruit buds on it then. Maybe through the winter. Should be a bit of a shame. I mean, I'm gonna need to clip this part off. I mean, guess I'll take care of that right now. I was looking forward to some pink berries. No, I might get some from another place, you know, some more pink berries. And this guy, nice set of flowers coming along. Should get at least a nice set of berries on them. Got some good flowers on these. Yeah, that one's got some good ones, and that one. This one, I don't know. But then again, I think this one here is the Colville, which is a later variety. The honeyberries are the Haskell, so they don't have any berries on them. But like I said, I got them this year. They didn't have any flowers on them or anything like that. So, you know. Next year, maybe. Let's see here. You get down kind of close. That one's got a nice sized berry forming on it. Some of the others are a little bit smaller that I can see, but I don't know if I can really pick them out. One moment. This one also has, you know, just got berries forming. Some of them look to be a reasonable size. You know? You know? Oh, got a good one right in there. And behind a leaf or two. You know, they're coming along. Most of them. Excuse me. Whew. Looking right up at the sky. You know, this is part of how there's a couple of birds that are flying around. Can't help, was able to catch that one. You know, sometimes you spend a lot of time laying down on the ground because of where you are. You know? Nothing on these red currants because, you know, too young. I mean, like I mentioned, and I'm going to say this again, some of my red currants, they had some ugly canes, and I mean just awful. They were bent. They were useless to me. So, like I said, I cut them off, and I cut them into 6 to 8 inch lengths, and I put them in the ground. I mean, I might have scraped along the sides of them, you know. Actually, I did do that. And almost all of them have taken, including the one I actually had, I think, including the one I just put underneath the dirt. I mean, most all of them have taken. There's 6, 10, you know, cuttings right here, and you know, they're coming along nicely. The thing is, what am I going to do in the future with these things? Again, I just might leave them there, you know. Treating it as one big bush. Excuse me. Still dealing with the remnants of that cold, you know. And you know, you start from cuttings. You know, like I said, you cut off the nasty canes, broken canes, the bent canes. Stick them in the dirt. You know, you put like 2, 3 bottom ones in the ground, and you know, about that same number up above ground, and lo and behold, granted, I'm not going to get any fruit on them this year, but next year. And here's the exact opposite scenario. You got nothing more than a stump. And now I'm looking at least 6 good canes. I might need to give them some more water or something because they're starting to yellow a bit. But should be getting some rain within the next couple of days, so I wouldn't worry too much about that. I don't think I'm going to get any fruit on this one because, you know, this was the one that had the really ugly canes that were just bent all over. This one also had some ugly canes. In fact, the one cane is still pretty ugly. You know, it's the one that's, well, it was bent over, all the way over. So I tried to train it, but then I decided to let it go back, and then this started forming. You know, going up. So I bent it over this way, and mind you, at the time it had some flowers, you know. And I'm not going to get a whole lot of fruit on it. I mean, there's, you know, those are looking nice, though. I'll admit to that. But now it's, shooting back up. That's the whole atypical bud, or the highest most bud. It just grows up. It goes up straight to the moon. Well, my my grapes coming along pretty reasonably. Well, don't think that was going to be coming back. Oh well. But then again, this rose might be setting up its little suckers. Again, you can also do the same thing with your gooseberries. You get a bunch of ugly canes, you just cut them off, cut them into 6 to 8 inch long sections, stick the bottom sections in the ground, top sections above, wait a few months or a whole winter, and you got these. Not expecting any fruit on them at all. And well, it's come along nice. I mean, I can't wait till these things are mature enough to try. I mean, I've never had gooseberries before. I mean, I more or less got these as an impulse, really. I'm looking at them, I'm looking at these things, and right now they're the size of a good pea. A good sized pea, roughly. Although, excuse me, although the ones at my local nurseries, they're a little bit bigger, but the gooseberry, the berries on them, they're kind of a little bit more further along, and that sort of stuff. And well, I was waiting for this. You are looking at the flower things on your grapes. This is a Mars, and I'm going to tell you something. And my mom might actually hate me for a little bit, but it's absolutely necessary. And I'm going to have a little video where you see me removing these. That's one thing, because that is the beginning of your grape. And at this moment in time, you do not want grapes. I mean, this thing's first year. In the ground, it's been in the ground since I planted this last year, and the reason why you want to, there's a couple reasons why you want to, these are the little flower buds, and there's a couple reasons as to why you want to do that, why you want to remove these. One, it's going to encourage better root development. That's first reason. Second reason is, at the moment, like I said, it is too young to have fruit. And you look, there's fruit here, fruit here, fruit here, fruit here, fruit here. Well, the little things that turn into fruit. And at this moment in time, you do not want that on your grapes, because, like I said, I put this in the ground last year. These are just a little too young. Next year, I might have some. And, well, next year, I might still, remove a few of the most of these grape buds. I mean, because you know, I mean, you don't have too many on your bush, but well, who knows? Who knows? I might leave a few of them. So let's see what the rest of my plants look like. I mean, some of them, you know, I mean, they're just coming along, but I don't know too much about my Concord. I might end up having to get a new one. Same thing with this. Might end up having to get a new Niagara. The wild one, it looks like it's coming along. You know, got the little tendrils coming out. You know, it's growing. Trying to make itself bigger. And this one, well, a little bit of good news. It's got this coming. It's got this bud coming. And I think those, well, there might be another one. You know, this is the one that had lost all of its leaves, so, you know, we'll see what happens next coming weeks. And well, it's not like these are growing any taller, but I think I got a couple of branches starting on my Oregon Champions. And as for the red Hinomake, you know, getting some good leaves. Still thinking about cutting the sticks themselves a little bit short, on account of the uppermost part being pretty much dead. As you notice, my mulch is gone. That's because my mother, well, aside from that one, that's because my mom, you know, she got another project going on at my stepdad's place, so, you know, she needed mulch. And she's welcome to that. Yeah, I mean, I could probably get more. Roses are coming along. Well, the grape here is doing pretty good. You know, plenty of good growth. This one, yeah, I'm probably gonna need to wait a few more days, you know. And I see some good green, so, you know. And this one, well, again, it's a case of we'll see. You know, I mean, because for one thing, these things had to deal with a bit of a frost, and you know, they're new to this section, you know, that sort of thing. Kind of have to keep an eye on this wild rose, because at one point it had a cane that was going all the way up to there. I've mentioned it in the previous video. Well, I don't see anything coming up here. Tulips pretty much met their ends. Daffodils have met their ends. Ferns are coming along good over here. Roses, well, the tulips have, yeah, kind of declined. I know there's a rose in here, but I'm not going to stick my hands down in there just yet. I'm just kind of wondering what happened to the cone flowers, but, you know. Right in here are my yellow raspberries. I'm going to need to do some removing, but, you know, the weeds, you know, but let's see here. And I'm going to need to go through my raspberries and trim out some sections that are no good for one reason or another. Mainly because of wind, among other things. That being said, you know, I got plenty of suckers popping up, which is always good for next year. Maples are coming along. Yeah. Blackberry over in there is pretty good, but I'm going to need to weed around it, along with others. Well, yeah, birds barking. Okay, like I mentioned, I'm going to need to do a bit of weeding. As well as some weeding in among here. I mean, let's see here, I got at least a few strawberries, you know. Although I am gonna, like I mentioned, I'm gonna have to do some weeding. Also, I plan to buy some more. Kind of been looking at, you know, at the local nurseries, seeing what they got. Gonna have to mow up in here or something. And I'm gonna have to weed heavily. Might end up doing that off camera. You know, you don't want to see me weed them. It'd take me a while longer than I prefer with the camera. Especially if I want to find my black raspberries that are in here. And of course, probably mow a little bit further on and down, so a little bit closer to this. You know. I mean, if I want to get my berries, I don't want to have to compete with the weeds, do I? Blackberries seem to be coming along fine. Home Depot looks okay. Might end up doing a little bit of trimming on it though, because parts look like they didn't leaf or anything. Same thing with the strawberry shortcake. Yeah, among others. And then again, others look pretty good, considering. Like I said, I'm going to have to do some weeding. That's going to be one of my big things this weekend. Weed, and weed some more. On the plus side, sumac are coming along. You know, they got some leaves growing. And if you got sumac, you want to keep that around, because let's put it this way: it produces a fruit at the that the birds that stick around during the winter kind of, well, It's like the stuff that's at the back of the fridge and you haven't eaten, that you don't eat for about a month because you don't want to eat it. But when all you got is that stuff that's in the back of the fridge, you eat it. And that's what the function of these things is. That food, that mystery meat at the back of the fridge. And they're coming along just fine. Well, and here's a young one. Or at least a short one, you know. You know, it's coming along nicely. Well, this is Western New York. If you like what you're seeing, hit the like button. Post comments. If you want to see more of these videos, subscribe to me. I mean, I post at least a handful every week. You know? Well, I hope you enjoy what you just saw. Goodbye.